The first week that I took office, we had 2 employees die from COVID. And so the quarantine, once you come into the Henry County Jail, is absolutely necessary. And that's a time frame that we make sure that they are not positive in any type of way before we put them in general population. And so the 23-in-1 lockdown is key to further mitigate the risk of COVID spreading inside of our facility.
What you want, bro?
What's your name?
Icky.
My name is Carlos.
Just what's up? They call me Icky.
The hell you doing out here?
Lame. You from out here?
Nah, I'm from New York.
The hell got you out here?
I'm a truck driver.
You a truck driver?
Mm-hmm.
What they get you in here for? Some truck driver?
Possession of marijuana.
Lame as hell.
Yep.
How much? Zip?
Under a zip. A little under an ounce.
You
90
get-
days misdemeanor.
You gotta do 90 days for weed.
My bunkie asked about my cover story twice. 2 times already.
Weed.
Yeah.
Weed as hell.
There's only so much things that I can do and say, you know, they're not dumb.
You still got your job?
Nah, that's gone. It's my second time.
When the question started arising, I said, listen, I lost my CDL because of this. You know, I'm using my truck driver experience to my knowledge.
You lost your CDLs over some petty ass weed. What you gonna do now?
I'm a hustler. I get money.
For sure.
I get money by any means necessary.
You know, I got it away with him. But I'm like, I don't like talking. Talking a lot exposes too much lies. And that's where I don't want to get caught.
Right here is for the birds. I'm surprised they don't got pillows in this bitch.
You gotta do 42 days of the minimum.
That's a minimum?
Minimum of 14 days you gotta do it.
This quarantine just sucks. I don't like this
Yeah, it's trash.
for 2 weeks, bro.
Minimum. Day one.
Coming into the quarantine unit, they didn't test me. They were like, hey, you're going straight to a cell. I'm like, okay. That's not quarantine. I was under the impression you come into the jail and we'll let you guys out, you know, for the day. Nah, it wasn't the case. I'm out the cell, 1 hour. That's it. When I was in New York State, and I had to do 2 months in the box, that's isolation. And it just bothers me because I feel like I'm in the box again. I felt like I was being put back in a cage. The dreams that I had last night about being in the box are just scary. I haven't had these dreams since the last time I was locked up.
It's crazy. Hey, if this camera's listening, this 23-in-1 is cruel and unusual punishment.
To come here and quarantine 23-1, that's maximum security. Like, this is crazy.
You need to tell the sheriff this need to change. This is not cool.
Oh, bro.
Locked up 23 hours of the day.
I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do, legit nothing. I'm just sitting there, just twiddling my thumbs, not doing anything. It messes with your head. Being stuck in a cell 23-1, that's inhumane.
It's crazy. They in this unit.
It's a mind being in there. It's bad.
Go home. I got a headache. My life.
fire door, man. I don't get why they do that, though. They gotta move his ass somewhere else.
I don't want to call nobody crazy, but that's how the vibes he's giving off. He's like right below me. They don't have a proper place to put this guy. And once an inmate is a disturbance, not only to other inmates, but to officers as well, they're supposed to do something about that.
Got something for his ass tomorrow. I promise you I do. My whole hour I'm kicking his up. He gonna get a taste of what the I've been feeling all day. You do what the CO got to say. So what you
Turn it up, man. Wait.
I ain't get no sleep last night. I can't wait to go out there. I'm gonna do that. Better fucking shake that bitch with some. Let us out. Let us out. Let us out. Oh! Yeah.
There's a inmate who lives right below me who constantly yells 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 all night long. So I went straight to the cell. I was like, if we can't get no sleep at night, you're not gonna get no sleep in the daytime.
Get up! Hey, come on. We do that all night, man. We do that all night. I understand. 5 minutes, I'm kicking that.
I'm a full-blown inmate again already.
Why you think it's going to keep us up all night? You ain't getting no sleep as long as I'm out here. No sleep. None. Just stay up all day long. I can't sleep, you can't sleep. Yeah, you can jump all the inbounds you want to, homie. They open this door and beat your ass, though. All right, y'all leave me alone right now. How you feel? How you feel? How come y'all let me keep us up all night? There's nothing I can do about that. You're right here at the door. I can help that. There's nothing I can do.
His excuse, well, there's nothing that we can do. He's in the perfect place, and they don't care.
I can't sleep, you can't sleep.
You know what I'm saying? If you think I got it, you gon'
My roommate is Kenneth, but he goes by Hunter. Me and Hunter, we're doing pretty good. I like having him in the room. He's a young guy, just, ambitious.
Hey, my guy. Yeah.
He knows the trustee who gets all the drugs.
You said you got some bud? Who said you got some bud? Yeah.
I had already been talking about naturally smoking weed anyway, so he knew I would smoke weed. He knew I'm here for a weed charge.
What's up? I need a file. We got a file.
We gonna split this anyway. It don't matter.
Sure.
Hold up. Smoke too. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I'll probably smoke just to not try to blow my cover and make it seem like I was, iffy, because I can't be talking about smoking all the time, and then when we have the opportunity to smoke, not smoke. It would have just seemed kind of suspicious, I guess. It's pretty much an easy process coming in by the trustees. They'll bring in whatever you need, besides a lighter, apparently.
How much was it?
For the books?
No, for gas.
Oh, yeah, nah. I just had to grab the roller paper. He said, man, I need some roller paper. Seen that on the ground. I was over there acting like I was grabbing a bomb. Okay, there go the trustee. I'm gonna ask him. Yo, you know somebody got a lighter? Huh? You know somebody got a lighter?
I ain't got one. I guess we good. Hey.
We was watching, see where he go next. We gonna put that word out though.
Piece of stick. Stick. I mean, this one.
What? Tell you, boy, I make that fire.
The other day, I found out that my roommate, he had a sack of weed,
I'm gonna smoke that bit down until they burn my finger.
but we didn't have a lighter at the time.
Something going on. And that's a sergeant too, so something gotta be going on. They ain't in there fighting, so.
Hey, dog, let's go.
We gotta get all that stuff out of here.
Next door. Where did I got that from?
The officer came to get the guy who actually had the drugs. They came and shook him down and removed him out of his cell.
Make sure we clean all this out and get all that out of the window.
The officer gave our room like a little look like, y'all must be doing something crazy too.
Before I until I had to.
So we got nervous. We had to flush the weed down the toilet.
It's my total, guys. Unless you can smoke. That's probably what it is. You can't do that shit every day. That shit ain't all night. Yeah, see it disappear all night. Yeah, they be gone all night. I hope you ain't here today.
Was there any thought in your mind that you could catch a real charge by doing that?
Honestly, I don't think I would have caught in a real charge if I would have smoked it, but I believe I would have caught a real charge if I would have got caught with it. So that was the main reason that I wanted to flush it instead of just keeping it. Yeah, I don't want to catch any real charges.
I think that was our best option, bro. And 10 days, it turns to 10 years in this motherfucker.
So far, general population is better than segregation. Only complaints I really have is what they decide to watch on TV for the most part, but I mean, that's something I can get over fairly quickly.
Hey. What you people get in here? What you people get in here? What you do? That's what I think.
Deshaun, he's a 17-year-old kid, and just hearing his story kind of broke my heart immediately. He's here for shoplifting.
Well, I mean twice, but that's about it. Then 2 months I've been here.
Yeah, 2 months.
His bond to get out was only $150, but he's still here. I was 17 and I was dumb at 1.2. You know, we all deserve a second chance, no matter what we've done.
You got no dad around there?
Her boyfriend. I had dad. Or
Yeah. That's why you're here, no stability. Crazy. You my story, boy.
My childhood was frantic because I didn't have a father myself personally. Growing up and not having that, it sucked, man. And I struggle with that more than anything in my life. Even though my actions put me in prison, his neglect led me there. People don't understand the importance of having like a fatherly influence, you know. There's no way around it. There's over 60% of people in prison didn't have a father. It's a bad statistic. There needs to be another influence in people's lives.
And that's my goal. So if I can just be an example for anybody, I believe my mission will be complete.
I want to help you out so bad, man.
Every single day that I'm here, you know, I feel like I'm gonna try to do something positive for somebody else.
I got $75 for you to get out, man. You mind going with another $75? That's it.
His bond was $150, and when I heard that I wanted to pay his bond, I told him that I was gonna get him out of jail.
Yeah, man, no way you should be here for your work right now.
Some other guys also heard the conversation, and everybody said they wanted to contribute. So we're supposed to call his mom to see if we can bond him out.
You think you got a promise not to do no gun?
He's young, and he just has to learn. But I believe he has a better chance to stay out than come back.
You come back in here while I'm here, I'm gonna beat his ass.
Especially 18 years old.
You still a kid, though, don't you?
That's my first time. Yeah.
Y'all need the expert to come over there and teach y'all something?
These guys are here inventors. These are the Albert Einsteins of the culinary world.
I'm just taking off the icing on the honey bun so we can add it to the top of the cake, man. Taking the honey bun, putting it in with the dinner cakes, and he's gonna mash it all together.
He took some beautiful bars, put it in the bag, and basically dip in the hot water and melt under you.
Yeah, melt.
Ooh.
You gotta play around, get the ingredients right before you start showing off your skills.
Bon appetit.
It's Deshaun's birthday, and we offered to bond him out. But yeah, so apparently his mom said no because she had to be the one to sign him out. Maybe, you know, his mom feels like he needs tough love or that he needs to sit back here and just really learn a lesson.
So you need to figure out a nice life change, man. For real.
So do I do like keep yourself out of fight?
It's not about that. How about you just teach yourself how to stay out of trouble and do the right thing and become a man, you know what I'm saying?
Self-dependent. Nobody will give me a chance.
We giving you a chance now.
He's just honestly just lacking experience and just knowledge. I mean, he probably doesn't even know where to start. The small things that you need to actually get a job, and then from getting a job, how you save your money properly.
Listen, I don't want just any job.
That's your problem.
What job you want?
Any job.
What job you want?
You don't even have a GED. Let's start there.
All right, that's all right.
Yeah, if you go home with a GED, like, Mom, look what I did while I was back there. I did something, made something for myself.
And there's so much I feel like Deshaun still needs to learn. So I'm just trying to really instill anything that I know that can possibly help him whenever he gets home.
And there's so many options to go out there and do the right thing. Again, I don't want to hear that bad background as an excuse. None of that. You can go out there and make a way.
I am completely invested in Deshaun right now. He wants to do better. Like, I can see it in him. He just needs some kind of guidance.
This is literally a lesson that's gonna turn into a whole blessing if you do it the right way, man. And that's what it's about. If you got to do it the right way.
Deshaun is the reason I'm on 60 days in.
Bring a piece of bread.
Nick doesn't ask, but I can tell that he's hungry. I was like, from this moment on, I'm gonna make sure you eat. It's all about the way you carry yourself and who you feed, and you can get whatever you want.
Can't use it as sweet.
Sharp point. Ooh. Young kids with us with glasses. He has a broomstick that's broken.
Another inmate tells me there was a shank in the dorm.
Man, I don't know about that.
And I go and I tell Nick, like, yo, word is getting around that there's a shank in the dorm. You know, just giving you a heads up. I kind of pushed Nick to handle it. He was like, okay, because I feed him.
Where's it at? You focus on somebody trying to hurt you for it, bro. Let me get it.
Because if they try to put me on the nose, the only way I'm gonna defend myself.
Oh,
But unfortunately, that didn't work. So I have to take care of it now. So I go up there.
Dumbass showed him a wooden shank he made.
Who's that broomstick? Give me that broomstick. You doing some stupid. Give me the broomstick, bro. Give me the broomstick. Give me that. You dumb, bro. I just told you. Give me. Nah, chill. Get up, stop. Get up, stop.
The moment I see that shank, the size, half the size of my arm, I take it. It looked like a damn sword, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer type. Brought it downstairs, broke it up in my room, threw it in the garbage. So I'm happy I got that out. I got that out the door.
How the hell he make that? I don't know. Broke the goddamn. I don't know, but yeah, two of them bitches.
Now, somebody came to me and said, hey, Carlos, he has a second one that I didn't know about.
Hey, you got another one? Get out of here. Get up, come in. Where's the other? You got another one? You got another one? Get the out of here right now. You got another one? Why people saying you pull out? There's just certain things you come with. That right there jeopardizes everybody in this room. You understand that? You understand that? That's something you don't do. I don't care what you say. You're gonna grab that bed and you're out of here, bro. And if you don't want to get out of here, you're gonna have to catch the fade. You're gonna catch the fade with me. That's on 100. That's on my kids, bro. You know me?
I told him, you're gonna have to catch a fade with me. That means you're gonna have to fight me.
I'm telling you, bro. When the done, if you got another one, get that out of here right now. There's a little one too. Where's the little one? You got the little man. I can't tell the little one. Give me that one. Might be hot. Look out. Bro, where you going, bro?
He's gonna go out there and tell them, then we'll go get shoot down. We really need to handle it ourselves.
You're not needing them room, bro. You gotta have one on.
He's gonna go out there and tell them, then we're gonna get shoot down.
Hold on. Respectfully, Mayor, what do you feel? Put his ass up.
Life is like a game of chess. I think before I move. I got pawns. I move my pawns before I'm gonna move the king. Nick already knew, like, he had to do what he had to do.
When you're oppressing people, when you're hurting those who I with that I call my family, you're hurting me. I won't not be oppressed. You know, I don't want to fight, but I will.
If you stay here, you're gonna get your ass beat.
I said, you're gonna hit the door. That means you're gonna get out. We're gonna pack you up and you're leaving. He didn't want to leave. He was like, Future, I'll catch the fade with you, I'll fight you, but I'm not leaving.
No, I'm not going on the door, bro. I'm not going.
Little does he know that I have enough respect in the dorm that once anybody hears that, they're gonna step up and take the fade for me. Nick took it upon himself to step in on his own free will.
Hey, Phil, bro. Come on, bro. Go to the room, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You got a weapon. It's not mine. It is his. You got a weapon. Just pull it out. Hey, that's it. Hey, y'all gonna do yourself now. Hey, that man put out a shake. Hey, he didn't do nothing. Club off.
I feel bad, but I try to tell him, life is like a game of chess. Think before you move.
Yo, you got it.
How the hell you gonna talk?
Now I gotta see if I can get Nick back, because that's my boy.
Hey, let me get everybody to get on the yard. On the yard! Get up! You didn't see something, everybody get on the yard? What you watching me for?
Don't bring nothing on the yard, not even a book. Leave everything, no tricks, no nothing. Take everything off your head. Nothing on your head.
Hey, damaged books for the garbage.
After they took Nick, they locked us down and they shook out the whole dorm. They did a search.
Look at all this. Oh, right. Look, all that.
They took people's blankets, food. They just started throwing stuff away that didn't even pertain to anything.
That's his cell right there. Look. Pills. Look, there's another pill. Two of them.
He's not taking his medication.
That boy, they say he had it in his jumpsuit. He had it in his jumpsuit?
Who's been out?
Room, and he had his
It was like
do-rag.
a spear.
He had a do-rag and all that wrapped around so he can smell it. Pulling it at the end.
After they took Nick and when he came back, I've come to realize that there's access to Shanks. So what do? I start searching. I look around, see what faults. When I was in intake, there was no squat, there was no cough. So it brings concerns on what weapons are in the jail. Started just walking around, searching the bathrooms, just looking to see the condition of the bathrooms. I spotted it. All the downstairs showers for handicap have a pull-out chair, like a little stool type of thing. So the handle was on the door. When I see it, automatically I think that's a weapon. I need it. Darius is the only one that paid attention because I told Darius, I said, listen, I got something I'm working on and just, you know, look out for me.
You get a chance. I trust you. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
I came back to it, I laid on the ground, I put both of my heels on it, and I pushed up. The moment I pushed it, it snapped. And you could hear it in the pod, but nobody was paying attention because it was so loud. Darius heard it, though. Even though they shook out the whole dorm, there's Shanks in this jail that some of these COs don't know about, but I look for the small things.
Do you have that contraband on you now?
Yes, I do. So, this right here is an ice pick. You wrap it up right here, make a handle. If this goes sharpened and into a point, this can do some damage. This will hurt somebody. So I'm gonna give that to you guys.
And there's none.
Everything okay? What?
I don't want to hold up.
You owe some cookies? Hey, Sean. Cookies? How many cookies you owe? How many cookies does he owe you?
We got first deals, Tommy. First deals. Somebody else there. Pick somebody up.
Man, if you owe him, pay your debt, man.
Stokes owed Deshaun 5 cookies. If you don't want to pay, whatever. You had a deal locked in, you're gonna honor that deal. And I'm gonna stand up for what's right.
Because it was brought to my attention. He's under my protection. Just pay him. Just pay him.
Stokes, me and him made a deal. He was supposed to be giving me some cookies. What happened was he didn't want to pay up. You know, Carlos steps in and trying to defend me. You know, he's telling him taking advantage of me and all that.
I'm just letting you know because whatever this is where you brought this on yourself. But you came to me like a man, and you need to stick with that. You did. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You got involved in there. He came to me like a man.
No, he was serving his right now. He didn't even open his cookie. As soon as he opened his cookie, oh, he's like, can I get 5 cookies? And I give you 5 back. So then he asked me for his cookies, and he said no. We all was in the room, bro. You asked him for 5 cookies.
Dallas was trying to take up for Deshaun in that instance. Like he was just letting them know, like, y'all are wrong for trying to use Deshaun and taking advantage of him.
This ain't got nothing to do with you. You fake GD.
Dallas and Stokes started arguing with each other. And Deshaun didn't like the fact that Stokes was yelling and talking to Dallas. He got upset because that's his friend.
Why are you telling me
Dallas was like, man, I told you it's pretty much over with. And they kind of went back and forth. And then that's when Deshaun was just fed up.
We ain't doing back though. But he's not doing back though.
I guess all of the emotion that he had since he's been here just came into that one moment.
And he jumped up and hit him with that Mario punch real quick.
Why did you punch Stokes in the face?
Because since I've been there, everybody just wanted to yell. Nobody want to, actually get to fighting. Everyone just keep on yelling at each other. So I punched Stokes in his face.
But he's not doing that though.
Oh, man. When I saw Deshaun swing and hit Stokes in the face, I was shocked, but immediately I jumped up and grabbed Deshaun because I really didn't want Stokes to fight back. I run him upstairs and I pretty much tell him like, yo, you can't be doing that. But then I gave him some dap because I was proud of him in that moment as well because he just stood up for himself.
What's up? Get your own chest.
That gained him some respect. And I was happy because that's my boy. Stokes wanted to fight Deshaun. I was like, you're not gonna fight Deshaun. If you want to fight somebody, you're gonna go in the cell with me. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You want to fight? Do something.
I think Stokes didn't retaliate because he knew he probably would have got jumped. He knew everybody had Deshaun's back.
That's called the big boy move, but guess what? I need you to watch your own back right now. Like, I got you, but I need you to be aware and be surrounded around.
Deshaun definitely has a team around him who wants the best for him. Everybody loves Deshaun.
That's the first time I ever punched somebody. I felt good.
I was happy. I was proud of him.
So when Mr. Thump came back, I'm standing in my doorway and I see a big smiling face come through that door, and here goes Troublemaker once again. He knows that I'm watching him because he causes unnecessary turmoil within the pod.
I'm saying now, come on, bro. Get up, bro. They sit right here in the back part. Yo, get up, bro. Come on, bro. I'm on the better part. Get up, man. Now. Get up. Yo, get the fuck up, man. You said the fuck up. Get the fuck out of me. You gonna hit the road. Yeah, Steve?
I was laying down in my bed and I hear crazy old Steve.
You understand me? Don't disrespect nobody here. Huh?
Yeah, Steve.
So the moment I heard, I knew it was Thump.
Don't be stupid. I'm tired of you. The second time around. Stupid.
There's certain triggers and reactions that I won't tolerate within the pod.
Don't do it no more, man. One time. This ain't no game here.
And to the inmates, I am a person that they can go to resolve issues. So when I I see some bullying going on, well, I'm the one that's gonna protect the ones that are being bullied. Thump.
Bro, you're about to hit the door. Coming here complaining. They don't even want you here.
Don't get your ass straight up.
He got evicted from the pod once already. But he came back, and I'm the only one that could stand up to him.
Who's on there, man? Bro, stop laying on people, bro.
Yeah, real talk.
Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Stop laying on people. You feel me? I told you, you're on the last strike with me anyway, homie. I'll pack your and put you on the door. You want that? Or you can shoot your fade moves. Which one you want?
One more write-up from me, he's out the door.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you disrespect nobody in this door. You understand me?
In gang lingo, a write-up is basically, you're on thin ice.
You understand me?
I don't care how tough you think you are.
Leave that alone, bro.
I was like, I'm gonna give you one more shot, bro. One more. If you up, you're out of there, whether it be the easy way or the hard way. But this is ridiculous. Like, I'm tired of it, to be honest with you. I'm just tired.
You don't get next to that. No card tricks. Come close. You got to. That. No, sir. Come over, James.
Hey, bro, why you just punch him, bro?
I'm playing cards and I hear Dallas yell that Thump smacked Deshaun.
You good, bro?
Punch me! Punch me! He get fouled, me too. Punch me! He can punch everybody. Challenge your ass. You gonna punch me? Punch me, please.
Yeah. He got that punch on Deshaun.
Thump shouldn't be messing with Deshaun. Deshaun's youngest person in the dorm.
Hey, get your hands up, little kid, bro.
Nick, he was yelling at him, just saying, you know, he shouldn't be messing with Deshaun.
Please punch me. Please punch me. I'll beat your ass. Please. Don't beat my ass.
I smacked him in his face. If you want to hit somebody, he should hit me. You know, hit somebody who's going to fight back.
Trying to beat my ass.
Thump decided that he was going to fight Nick versus fight me.
Oh, shoot one. Time out. Go ahead. 12.
That with Thump was just a little stick up for little bro because we're the same age. As he's 18, you feel like you could pick on him, but I've called you a bitch in your face so many times you ain't done to me.
You got your ass whooped. The little kid and the old man. No everybody else in between, they can get ate up. Bro, the little kid and the old man. The old man.
Stop playing with him. What you not understanding? Stop playing with that.
I hate when people try to bully somebody. So when I helped Deshaun, I try to go back to like, again, when I was younger, you know, there was a lot of times I felt like I was bullied and I was pushed around and I didn't do anything. And we're in a place where people will pick on him or they'll try him. There's a few people who still have his back and wouldn't let anything happen to Deshaun. But he needs to toughen up. Like he's 18 now. It's time for him to take those steps to becoming the man that he should be.